Hey guys, it's Steve. So tonight I'm going to show you how to make pork burgers with an apple jelly glaze, and we're going to top them with apple and melted brie. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make the apple jelly glaze, and it's pretty straightforward. This is actually a recipe that I got out of the Serious Barbecue book by Adam Perry Lang. Great book. I've done some stuff out of that book before, so check that out. But really just three main ingredients here. We've got a tablespoon and a half of freshly squeezed lemon juice, a half cup of apple jelly, and then we've got a half of a Granny Smith apple which has been cored and peeled. And so what we're going to do is we're basically just going to take the apple and just take a grater, and we're just going to grate all this into a bowl. Alright, so that's good right there, and we'll just knock all that in. Just like that. So this is what you're left with, just a nice, just kind of fine texture right there with the apple. And so we're going to take our half cup of apple jelly and put that in there. And then our lemon juice, put that in there. And then we're just going to whisk this up. Alright, so we've got this all mixed up, and this is kind of what we're looking at here. And what we're going to do with this apple jelly glaze is that we're going to glaze the burgers one time during the cook, but then we'll also use some of it to pile on top of the brie when we build our burgers out. So we're going to go ahead and set this aside and start building out our pork burgers. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start building out our pork burger patties, and really there's a number of ways you can prepare these. I'm just honestly just kind of winging it. I mean, two of the main ingredients are breadcrumbs and an egg. That just kind of helps it all to stick together well. You can use whatever spices you want. What I'm doing is I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of some cayenne over here, half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of salt and pepper, half a teaspoon just like this mixed herb blend. And my wife and my girls, they really don't like anything spicy, so I'm kind of keeping this toned down, but you can definitely add other ingredients to kind of heat these up. Again, it's pretty straightforward. So this is a 1.5 pounds of ground pork that I got from Publix, so we're just going to throw this in here. And then we're just going to add the breadcrumbs, the egg, the salt and pepper, the paprika, the cayenne, and the herb blend. And so I like to put gloves on for this part, and you just kind of get down in here and just use your hands and mix this all up. Alright, so we've got this good and mixed together now, and I'm just going to take a plate over here, and we're just going to form our patties out. And so I just kind of like to roll them into a ball like this, and then use the palm of your hand and just kind of just like that. And so you got a nice looking patty there, and we're going to go ahead and build the rest of these out. Alright, so we've got 3 large patties here. This big guy is going to be mine, and then one of these will be my wife's, and then we got a couple little ones here for the girls. So you can see that made, 1.5 pounds goes a long way. So we're going to go ahead and pick back up outside and get these tossed on the Weber Jumbo Joe kettle. Alright, so we've got our Jumbo Joe well seasoned with olive oil. I have a brush that's solely committed to coating the grill with olive oil, and so I just always kind of give this a good hit. I already hit it once, but I just like to keep it nice and oiled down. I've got some veggies going over here in the Cray Court veggie wok, which is really nice, but we're going to go ahead and get these burgers on here. just like that, and we'll be back. Alright, so these pork burgers have been cooking for about 7-8 minutes. We're going to go ahead and give them a little flip. They're looking good. That one got a little bit charred, that's alright. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and take some of our glaze here. Just drip that on just like that. Didn't really mean to burn these two over here like this, it just got a little hot. That'll be alright, they'll still taste good though. So I got these two over here off the heat a little bit since those got cooked pretty good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and close this up and let those go for a few more minutes. Alright, so these have been cooking for a few more minutes. What I'm going to do now that that glaze is cooked on there, we're going to take some apples. There we go. And then we're going to take some of this brie and just put this on top. And we're just going to let this melt all over the top of these apples. And these are going to be amazing. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get this lid shut. Alright guys, these burgers are done. The cheese is melted nicely. So we're going to go ahead and just pull these off. Alright, now what I like to do, a little trick I'll show you guys, is I like to coat my buns with mayonnaise. I like it more than butter. A friend of mine showed me this a few years ago, and so just give them a little coat of mayonnaise, and we're just going to let these toast just for a couple minutes. And then we'll pick back up inside to go ahead and build these burgers out and take a look. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and build our burger out. We've got a nice little toasted bun here. You don't really need any mayo since we already grilled it with some mayo. I like to put a little honey mustard on it like that. And we're going to put one of these little grilled onions on there with a slice of tomato and some lettuce. Nice little piece of lettuce. And then we're gonna take our pork burger with the melted brie and green apple on there. And then lastly, we're just gonna take some more of this glaze and just cover this whole thing with it just like this. There's no need to use ketchup or anything else because of this amazing glaze. And then we're just gonna go ahead and top it off. So that's what we're looking at right here. We've got a nice little pork burger with a apple jelly glaze with some melted brie on top. So definitely check this out, try this out, let me know what you think, and thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again soon.